I think Rick just starts laughing.
I'm sorry. My own personal joke. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was a good one though. Well, welcome back to the Yard Sale Artist Studios for another impromptu episode of More Yard Sale, Not So Much Art. This has been a big yard sale week, boys.
Dude, do you have any money left for groceries?
No. Well, a lot of this stuff does get flipped and profits are made. But before we get into what we've got going on today, let me get some introductions out of the way, and let's just go across our screen here to Mr. Not Jeff. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you very much. I'm always glad to be here.
That sounds forced.
I am not at all here by help.
There's like a gun off camera.
Glad to be here. It's always enjoyable. I always like playing around with you guys. And I want to see what stuff you've bought on an early Saturday morning.
It's going to be a wacky mix. I see we're starting to pick up some viewers. I want to welcome everybody in. Of course, everyone's welcome into the chat as we cover some of the finds that I've scored at yard sale just since, we did one on Thursday. So these are I went to one Friday morning and one this morning. So this is basically 2 yard sales worth of stuff. But Delvin. Hola, Chola in the chat. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Delvin the Dark Web Williams.
Hi. Hello there. I don't have as cool of a shirt that Rick has on with the Magneto. You got
to read the whole thing. Magneto
did make some valid
points.
Yes, he did.
There's been more than once that I've read X-Men comics going, I think I'm on Team Magneto.
shout out to Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men. That's a shirt from their show. So shout out to them.
Nice. Like I'm showcasing a new shirt that I got from Fanatics. It has a positive message.
Dang right it does.
People, but it's not as good as the Magneto. I like the Magneto shirt. I would sport that even more than this particular Auburn shirt.
I'm rocking the vintage Long Box Crusade shirt from pre Dark Web days when it was just the 3 of us.
I think that's a slight on you, Delvin.
It is. It's a very fond memory shirt, right? As you can see, I paint in it. You see the paint stains.
Yeah.
And I've had people ask me before, "Are you okay?" Because they think that's blood. I'm like, no, I just paint this shirt. What up, GLH?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely okay.
Help me.
Help me.
Well, good news to the viewing audience. This one's not going to be nearly as long as the last one because, again, this is just 2 yard sales worth of stuff that I picked up. There was a Friday morning yard sale about 15 miles north of me that I went to and found some odd stuff. And then there was one today, just one in the town where I live. And let me tell you who showed up. Okay, I live in a town called Enterprise, Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you who showed up to that yard sale. Enterprise, Alabama. Like the whole town. There must have been 25 cars out front. I was like, what the heck, man? I guess when you're the only one in town, everybody comes, right? But they had a lot of good stuff, and I'll get into it. So let me move see if I can get this moved. There we go. So you guys can see the items better.
I feel small.
No. He's got the squeaky voice.
Help me.
Just remember to have a big heart, Rick.
Hey, wait, are you calling me fat?
No.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, right. Chola's got family in Enterprise.
That's a huge coincidence.
And Helica's folks everywhere. Like I would highly recommend getting to know some of Helica's folks because they are very good people.
Good peoples? Well,
absolutely.
Excellent. Chances are I already know them. It's not a big town. All right, let's do our first item. Something I didn't even know existed, but seems kind of cool. Now, are you guys aware that they were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3D trading cards?
Well, not precisely, but color me shocked or surprised. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was everywhere.
Yeah.
If they could put those shells on anything, they would put them on there to sell for the money.
Now, see, that's the newer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles font, though. That's not
2003. 2003.
Yeah, not the vintage early 90s, late 80s ones, but yeah,
these are from 03. I'm reading the back of the package right now.
But I mean, they still are selling. They still will put those things on anything.
I tell you,
you can still get money from.
I will say this, and yes, I did buy them primarily for resale because I looked them up and they sell pretty good. Turtles and Scooby-Doo. There's like those two cartoons, like every generation of kids has Turtles and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I mean, Scooby-Doo obviously is the champion because I think it came out in 68 or 69.
And also is awesome.
Yeah, I love Scooby-Doo. But Turtles and Scooby-Doo, I would say, are the most pervasive series, if I use the word correctly. Jason's not here, so I don't know.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it. All right. Another thing from probably about the same era, 2006, that I looked up and saw that people were fetching a fairly good price on eBay were these customizable finger skateboards. You guys remember those?
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
What's the point of the finger skateboard?
It's to learn how to do ollies using your knuckles.
The knuckle ollie. Yes.
Yep. Hey, there is good money to be made if you can go pro with that.
Speaking of what, I only paid probably, 50 cents each or something for these, and they said they look like they sold pretty well on eBay. I think what the real hook of these is that they are so customizable that you can actually, it's got the little tool, you can take them apart, change the wheels, the clouds, the trucks. Yeah, I know a lot about this. I used to skate when I was it was the law in the 80s. You had to skate. So anyway, I got 3 different ones and they looked interesting.
All right.
Fingerboards.
Sure.
Let's do a board game. I got more than one board game.
Ooh, I like board games. Ooh, Pat.
Oh, Pat wants the link. Pat wants the link. I'm going to email Pat the link. I guess he's done installing his fire pit.
Hey, it's about to get a little crowded up in here because we're going to get Pat up in here.
Uh-oh. Y'all going to make me add some Pat up in here. Up in here. Which is funny because Pat was the only person from our crew that I didn't send the link to because he told me he was going to be outside working on a fire pit. Now he's got a link now.
Green Lantern HG said those are as customizable as real skateboards.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's talking about the tech decks or Pat.
Probably these decks here. So GLHG, is this something you dabbled in? It sounds like you know about them a little bit. Is that something you dabbled in? Let us know in the chat, man. We love hearing from you guys if you dabbled in that. If you're just joining and you missed our first item, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3D trading cards, which I didn't know.
TMNT power. TMNT power.
Go ninja, go.
Well, we're mixing songs, but in a glorious way.
We're trying to prep the thing for Pat. Trying to get it all
make it a smooth entry for Pat. Like it's all good.
He's going to come in for the landing. Chat. It's going to come in for the landing.
Well, let's get into board games. I got a couple to show you this time around. I'd never heard of this board game, but luckily it was complete, and it looks like a lot of fun.
Rush Zone.
It's called NFL Rush Zone, and it's got all the pro NFL teams and sort of these kind of cool, cartoony looking players across the bottom. And you basically it's board game football, and I thought that's kind of neat.
All right, it's a complete set.
Yeah, it was complete.
Never mind. I'm gonna hit a chair running man for Big Easy. Keep going.
Okay. Are the figures painted or are they unpainted at this point?
You know what? Let's open it up. Take a look. It was very, very. You could tell the people who had it only played it, I think, once because they only played with the Oakland Raider. That's a cardboard standee figure. They played with the Oakland Raider and the Minnesota Viking.
So we're going to judge them on that, right?
I don't know. I don't follow pro football much, so I don't know what that means. But it looks...
Lloyd's giving it a 7.
Well, That's like a 12 from anybody else.
Apparently, that's a great game.
I respect Lloyd for not being very easy with his 9s.
No,
and 10s.
and I get why he is too, because like I said, he's a fellow yard sailor and collector, so he's got the eye. So that's NFL Rush Zone. Buying games, board games at yard sales is always a gamble because you never know if they're going to be complete or not. But your old buddy Jarrod has found a way to still turn profit even when they're not. Here's my tip of the day: if you decide to flip board games, if you buy a game, first of all, don't ever pay more than $1. And second of all, let's say I paid $1 for this and it wasn't complete. Well, what you can do is take all the loose pieces out of it and sell a pieces and parts lot for like $4 or $5. People will buy it because they just want to spend $4 or $5 to complete the missing pieces out of their game. So pieces and parts lots is a great way to take a second swing and still make a little money if the game you buy is incomplete.
I like playing a lot of board games. I got a group of friends. We meet twice a year, do like an entire day where we take a lot of those, not regular family board games, but just more of the, indie kind of games. Something like that might be played there. But,
I love board games.
But yeah, we get a lot of those kinds of games, and they're fun. A lot of fun to play those, especially if they're different, not your regular Monopoly type game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We are a board game playing family at my house. Some of our favorites are 13 Dead End Drive. I can't recommend that game enough. It's fun as heck. Screaming Eagles. Let me just look at it. We keep all our board games under my art table. Masters of the Universe, Battle for Eternia. There's Axis and Allies. There's
a classic. Love Axis and Allies.
Ticket to Ride. Settlers of
Ticket to Ride.
Catan.
Settlers, yeah.
It's all down there.
Yeah, Settlers, that's a good one.
Welcome to Nerd Headquarters. Well, where's Pat? Where's Pat? Oh, you say his name and he shows up like Beetlejuice. Somebody say Pat.
What?
Look at him out there building a fire pit.
Oh my goodness.
It's me, Poppin' Pat.
Poppin' Pat.
What?
I'm going to sit on my bricks here. I don't know if you can see them. It's me and my bricks.
How long do you think it is before Pat's wife shows up in the background? He's like, "Oh, I gotta
go!" Drops the phone. All of a sudden, you see him running. I'm working, honey. And the yakety sax music starts playing.
Oh well, since Pat's here, let me.
How do I look?
You look
Pat,
great.
You look beautiful. Beautiful.
Get that brand off your face there, not Jeff. Or I could put it up. You could hide behind it. Either way, however you want. Well, Pat, we just got done talking about a board game. I got another board game to show the folks at home. This one is still new and sealed from 1984, and it's called North to Alaska.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It looks interesting. I'd never heard of it. Like I said, it's from 84. Uh-huh. I saw it at the yard sale, and they wanted $2 for it. I said never pay more than $1, right?
But it's wrapped up.
But it's wrapped, and I looked it up on eBay, and it sells for about $30. So I'm like, yeah, I'll probably flip that. But I may. What I often do with games is kind of look them up online, watch other people play them. If I think that's interesting enough to break the seal, maybe I'll play it before I sell it, because I might end up liking it enough to put it on my permanent collection.
Yeah. Interesting.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that looks like a fun little game. That might be one to check out.
Are you guys familiar with a board game called Clue?
Yes. Hang on. Is that, if it's not Clue, but it's like Clue, is that Kill Dr. Lucky?
No.
It's actually Clue.
It's Clue, but it's Harry Potter Clue. Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard. You're a board game wizard. So this is actually the second time in the course of a year that I've bought this game, because it does flip pretty well. People are on the lookout for it. Yeah. And the last time I had it, it ended up being exactly what I told you before. It was missing a couple pieces, so I broke it down for a pieces lot. And I was amazed that the pieces lot sold for like $15. I was like, man, somebody really wanted to complete that game. But Harry Potter Clue, kind of a fun little twist on Clue. People do seek it out.
Is it all movies?
Does
it say?
I think it's just sort of Harry Potter themed. I don't think it necessarily ties to any particular movies. I will say this. I see Luna Lovegood on the back, which means it has to go at least up through book 5 because that's when she showed up. Harry Potter nerds showing out.
No judgment.
You're
there.
a nerd, Jarrod.
No judgment.
I only watched the second Harry Potter. It just, the whole thing just felt like a commercial. Like, what can Harry get into? Oh, Harry's so zany. Buy my product. Just, I don't know.
This has been Delvin cynical comments.
Let me get on the podcast.
Wait.
I have more takes like that.
I got it. There you go.
You got the hate.
Hate. Why you gotta be like that, man?
I'm sorry.
I like to
I was
figure out
born today. I'm on the right track. Something.
Now, I told you this would be a shorter episode. And I'm not lying because we only have 2 more items to go.
I like that Pat's out there drinking beer out there.
No, it's not beer.
Courtney, legit. I have no actual hate against Harry Potter. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Like, but no hate towards it. Seriously.
All right, and move some stuff around here. All right, so this is a story of happy to sad.
Hang on. You got to pull that one up from Green Lantern.
I wouldn't rule it out.
You have received an STD from Mary Jane. Go back 3 spaces.
Oh, Delvin. Not how go. You got to stay here.
I thought I used protection.
Lose a turn. Clinton Robinson left the door open to the basement. Move forward 5 spaces. You're being chased by Sean Connery.
Oh, well, this one I was kind of excited about because it's a 1975 toy. It's still in the box. The Toonieysville Choo Choo. So I was excited about the Toonieysville Choo Choo because it's by Tomy, 1975. You put these little plastic records in it and you turn it on.
Oh, you know what? I've had that thing.
I think I had this thing when I was a kid too.
I think I had that thing when I was a kid.
Wait a minute. So the train is kind of the needle where the record's at? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
it's
not like a real record. It's more like ding, 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 kind of a deal.
Yeah, I think I had that.
I'm remembering this thing now.
Yeah, I think we probably had this when we were kids. And then these are the discs that you pop in. And then the sad part of the story is I was so excited. I got it home and I put some batteries in it to test, and it didn't work. Wah, wah. So
looks like that train has sailed.
That train has sailed, my friend. I thought I was so excited.
Wait a minute. Either you're on the train or you're off the
train. So I was happy to find the Toonieysville Choo Choo from 1975. And I looked in it when I bought it and I was like, it only had one of the 4 discs, but I was like, I think it was $2. I was like, for $2, I'll take the risk. This time, I don't think the risk paid off. I'll be lucky to recoup my money on it since it doesn't actually work.
Can you sell how many discs are in there?
Just the one.
Oh,
yeah. If it had the 4 discs, I'd be better off. But yeah, this is an absolute gamble just to see if it worked, and it didn't. So, all right. I need Lloyd out there to get ready to hit the 10 because we're going to bring up our last item. Of course, I saved best for last.
All right.
Oh,
of course I did. Pat, you're going to like this too. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to 1964 with an actual 12-inch G.I. Joe doll with a whole sack of accessories from 1964.
Cool.
This was a cool little find at the art sale I went to today. They kind of knew what they had. They had originally they had $75 on it, and then they marked it down to $50. And then I offered $35 and they took it.
Ooh.
And so that's more than I typically spend, but it came with like 2 pairs of boots, 3 hats, a helmet, a web belt, an orange safety life vest, a machine gun, a rifle, 3 grenades, and a couple other small things.
I remember that I had one of those when I was a kid. I think my dad might have picked it up a while earlier or something, but somehow or another I had one of those as a kid. Yeah. Nice. Very nice.
I brought him home and my wife was like, well, what if it's a modern remake? And I looked at it, I was like, this is just based on the way it looks and feels, it was vintage, but we checked his butt and it does say 1964 G.I. Joe, and more importantly, made in the USA. This is back when these figures were still made here. not made overseas.
Cool.
64, man. What a time. Pat, what are you doing?
I heard you were talking about skateboards before.
Oh, you got your skate because he's got his skater board.
Look at the stickers I got.
So fancy. Look, he's got the Dark Knight on there.
He's so fancy.
Dark Knight. Those are actual from 1989. Guess what?
It's the number.
Another summer.
Oh,
Cat shows his value to the live stream.
He's bringing it all around, man. He's talking about TMNT. He's talking about the
yeah, no, he's mixing the skateboard.
He's mixed skateboard
with the 3-dimensional Turtles trading cards.
And when he's on the skateboard, he makes this sound.
No.
Choo choo.
I got to write it now.
Oh, he's gonna write it. He's gonna write it live. Let me put him on the big board.
Oh dear God, please do not fall down.
You ever seen those Faces of Death movies?
Are you with me? Here we go. Oh.
That's just production quality.
I think the best was going back and just seeing Delvin like this. Oh God.
A part of me was like, please don't die, Pat. And a part of me was like, if he falls, it's going to be hilarious.
Anyway, we're getting money off of this.
The comments about the Joe were all very positive. Lloyd did give it a 10. GL gave it 100. Nice. Courtney gave it a 10,000. So we are going up by orders of magnitude.
I got to be honest with you. I've been in the yard sale game now for 20 years.
Oh, sorry.
And I've never found a vintage Joe. I've been out with my buddy Jesse, who found one once. So I've been in the presence of somebody who found one, but personally never found one, but finally found a vintage Joe.
So are you going to flip that one or are you going to keep that one?
I am a 3 3/4 inch collector, so this will be flipped. It will be. I'll enjoy it just for a little bit, and then I will put it up for sale on the eBay. It's a new thing you may not have heard of.
I'm interested. Tell me more.
What
does the E stand for?
I don't know. Electronic.
Sounds interesting.
I know Rick is actually kind of interested in learning these ways because we've chatted offline.
I gotta get some stuff out of the house, and that would be a nice way to do it.
I can teach you the ways. But that's actually it for today. We have the 3D Turtles trading cards, the customizable skateboard decks, the Toonyville Choo Choo, Rush Zone board game, North to Alaska board game, Harry Potter Clue, and G.I. Joe.
And Papa and Pat.
Papa and Pat.
For free.
On location.
You paid nothing for that. You got him for free.
For free. GLHG wants to know what my eBay is.
That would be good to have. That'd be good to know.
He's going to try and snag that Joe, I think is what's happening.
Oh.
And it's funny because my eBay handle was actually set up. My wife was the first person in our family to use eBay back in like 99, and we've never changed it. So it's her same login as the computer login from college, Delvin.
Really?
Yeah. There it is. That's our eBay handle. because she was Johanna Mendez back then. Remember when it was like the first
I do remember Mendejo.
5 letters of your last name and then your first 2 initials?
So it's funny. It wound up like being unironically Hispanic sounding.
Yeah. Yep, just like my wife herself, being from Puerto Rico. There it is. In all its glory.
That's yours though?
Yeah, we've never changed it.
Oh, it's like a joint one, but you're the one who basically uses it.
I do. Yeah, she originally set up our account, and then
Word.
That's us. You can go see all the things that I sell.
I think I hurt myself skateboarding.
This is by far the best episode of More Yard Sale I've ever had. Pat's giving it up for the live stream. He's sacrificing himself.
See what I do for you.
I appreciate this. We do. We appreciate your sacrifice. Let's set up a GoFundMe for Skateboards.
Well, again,
in your face, and it was worth it.
Hurting himself for Jarrod's art. That's a true friend.
Just for the show. That's all the stuff for the show. Pat, we appreciate you sacrificing yourself. Do keep in mind that we'll be back Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 Mountain, and 3 Pacific, 7 p.m. if you happen to live in Bermuda, where Bermuda Mark and I will be doing some art, and that's Tuesday evenings at 5 Central. I got to recommend the Long Box Crusade. You've got a lot of Long Box Crusade members here right now. And in fact, we'll go around the horn with our sign-offs and where you can find us, and we'll start with Rick.
Well, me and my skateboarding sidekick, Jeff, we like to do a little show called Unpacking the Power of Power Pack. Pat, would you like to do it, the honors?
Give me a beat. Give me a beat. Where ain't no packing, unpacking power, the unpacking power, the power pack. Power pack. Go straight back. Power pack.
So yeah, we do the little show where we that's live. That's beautiful. We ain't editing that at all. No, we do a little show where we talk about Power Pack, which is the most underrated comic from the 80s, and we drink beer and have a good time.
Delvin.
You can find me on Twitter at DEE_RAY1977. Pat.
Pop in Pat live on location. What do you want to plug?
This Poppin' Pat. I'm here right now. You can find me on the Long Box Crusade at www.longboxcrusade.com. You can also find me on the Twitter at Christoptos01. Back to you, Jarrod. Delvin, I'm glad you asked.
If you enjoyed today's shenanigans and the yard sale finds, please give a like to this video and give us a subscription. We're always doing fun stuff like this. And with that, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.